In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Imperial Armor Commando for the Vintage Collection. The moment I saw these guys for the first time, I was instantly a fan of their design. They remind me of the Imperial Navy Commando from the Force Unleashed set, and I'm hoping this guy does fit in alongside them. I think he will because their designs look very similar. It can be like a different troop variant of the Navy Commandos. So this is one of the deluxe sets with the wider card. I think this is going to be the last TVC action figure to have the wider card because Hasbro did recently announce that they're going to go back to the traditional card even for the deluxe packs. And there's definitely no reason why all these accessories could not fit on a normal bubble. Most likely it would be behind the figure in this case. So I have not watched The Mandalorian Season 3 yet, so I don't really know exactly how much screen time these guys have and how effective they are on screen. But like I mentioned for like Balin and Shin, for instance, I kind of use my imagination for a lot of these characters. And as I mentioned, I'm going to put them alongside the Navy Commandos here. Just make my own scenes with them. I did bring Moff Gideon out here as well. So, nice image of the Armor Commando there. You have the action figure. Lots of accessories. I'm especially interested in the riot shield here. We've gotten several action figures over the years with a riot shield, but I've never actually owned one. And I've always wanted one, so glad that day is finally here. So he is VC 366. I think that's the same number as Shin here, unless she's 356, which is possible. I'll have to go back and check. The latest generation of Imperial Super Commandos are highly trained warriors protected by Beskar alloy cast in the form of elite trooper armor. Image of the figure there. I do hope we get the Praetorian Guards in TVC as well. But I'm going to go ahead and open this up off screen since there's so many components to him. I want to make sure I get most of them. And I'll be back in just a second. So this guy has exceeded my expectations, and he very well might go down as my personal favorite TVC action figure of the year. He could arguably be the best TVC action figure of the year so far. It's really hard to say. But for me personally, out of all the ones I've gotten so far, this guy is definitely going to be my favorite. He looks great alongside Moff Gideon here and the Imperial Navy Commandos. Definitely looks very similar. Really like all the accessories he has. He's just a great looking action figure. A lot of great engineering too. Try and get these two in the background here. But really impressed with the sculpt. I don't think there's any reuse on this. It's all entirely new tooling. Just going to take some of these accessories off for the moment. So for the most part, all white and gray on him. White for the armor, and then gray for the jumpsuit, mostly, with some reds mixed in. Helmet sculpt looks great. The detail in the armor there, on the arms. Arms are very reminiscent of the Mandalorians. Have his belt here. Have the codpiece, which actually has some flex to it. Have the holster. Armor on his legs. And of course, the shin armor with the boots. Pretty standard articulation of what you would expect. Of course, no removable helmet. But it looks like his head's almost on a... Pretty sure that is on a barbell, but it almost looks like a ballpoint. But still good range of motion. You have the shoulders here, which have pretty good range of motion. A little bit of flex on that shoulder armor as well. Hinged elbows, which do go just about 90. He does have hinged wrist, I think. Yeah, this one hinges in and out. This one goes up and down. Pretty good torso joint there. The barbell hips, and the swivel thigh. And the hinge at the knee, which goes about 90. And of course the rocker ankles. In terms of accessories, he has a lot of them. Look at the blaster pistol here first. Fits pretty good in his hand. Different design than what we've seen before. Not the same as like the normal Stormtrooper blaster. I would say more often than not, I'm probably going to be keeping this in its holster, which does fit securely. We do have his blaster rifle, which is the accessory that's included with the Black Series action figure. Not sure if that one came with the pistol or not. Looks pretty good with that as well. If Hasbro ever did a re-release of this guy or did a troop builder set, these are probably the bare minimum accessories you would need. It's the pistol and the rifle here. He does have a little bit of a wide grip in his hand, so I'll have to work with that to get him to hold it. Next we have the knife. Or the dagger. It's all cast in one color. Unfortunately, there's not a sheath on his belt or anything that I can see. Let me know in the comments if I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. I suppose that's one thing I wish this action figure had is his sheath for his knife. He can hold it all right in his hand. Next we have the riot shield, which I'm very surprised how this worked out. I thought it would just had the one handle here, but they actually sculpted a piece for his arm to rest on. It's probably my favorite accessory that's included with him. I've always kind of liked the idea of clone troopers and stormtroopers having riot gear. And it fits on securely there. Last but not least, we have the baton. I've seen some people online refer to the electricity here as like a water bottle. And ever since I read that, that's usually what my mind goes to. I still like the sculpting work here and the detailing. This is how I'm most likely going to be having them displayed. Of course, the jetpack here is removable. I think that's all I can initially tell you about the Armor Commando here. Looks great alongside the Navy Commandos and Moff Gideon here. And I do hope to get more. I just wanted to start with one, and plus he is a pricey action figure, being a deluxe. But I would like to get at least 4 at some point. Try and pick up one here and there. I'm glad I got this action figure. He's nearly perfect. Just wish he had the knife sheath, for instance. But other than that, perfect in just about every other way. As I mentioned, I think he's going to go down as one of my top TBC action figures of the year. Of course, we're only about halfway through the year. We're just a little over halfway now. So there's still many more to go. But I think he's going to be one of the top contenders. And I would definitely recommend him for your collection. But anyways, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for playing more in the future. There's always more to come. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support, and check out the links in the description if you haven't done so already. And as always, thanks for watching.